Tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about carburetors and problems that you can have with the needle valve leaking and causing your carburetor to overflow. Your carburetor fills up with gas. We're all very familiar with that. The floats drop when the carburetor is needing gas. They go up when the carburetor bowl is full. As the bike uses more fuel, it drops down again, and so on as we go. What happens is there's something in there called a needle valve and a needle seat. When you're not racing and your bike is turned off, gas can still get through, especially if you have a leaky petcock. That bowl can continue to fill up, and eventually it will get so high, gas will start dumping into the cylinder. I'm going to show you a little bit more about some of the parts involved with this and how you can check to see if your carburetor is leaking like that and what you can do to test it to make sure it's right. The pieces that we're concerned with are shown right here. It's called the needle valve. The needle valve and the needle seat, or the needle valve and the needle seat. Also, on the needle seat is an O-ring just like this, which goes right around here. These parts can wear out. And when they do, it can cause a leak in your carburetor to where it can overflow. I'm going to show you now on this carb right here exactly where this sits. This is the needle valve that I was talking about. It sits right here in the carburetor. This piece is spring-loaded, and it sits right down here just like this. Then your floats go on. And that's the way it works. As gas goes in and fills the carburetor up or fills up the bowl, the floats will go up, that needle will seat, and gas will stop coming into the carburetor until your motorcycle requires more gasoline. The float drops, gas is then passed through, and the bowl fills up once again. With the carburetor nice and clean and all fully assembled, you're going to want to add a clear fuel line like this right to where your gas would be going into your carburetor. With that line, you're going to fill the float. You could take a little cup of gas, premix, whatever you're going to use, and you're going to fill up the bowl of the carburetor. When you see the gas start to come up through this clear line right here, you're going to want it to get to maybe, well, anywhere in this area right here, but wherever it fills up to, you're going to mark it with a Sharpie, just like this. You're then going to let the carburetor sit for an hour or so, and you're going to monitor whether or not that gas has dropped in that line. If it has dropped, you know you have a leaky needle seat, and you're going to want to get that addressed.